My dear students, to my channel Mathematics Made Easy, this is Ms. Ruchika welcoming you to Chapter 8 Calculus Part 2. Today's session is specially for my grade 10 elite math students who are going to give the exam on Monday. So for you, I have brought for Term 3 Part 7 of End of Term Exam. So in today's session, we'll be continuing with our calculus series and covering part 2 of important questions that have been taken from end of term coverage. Very important video. Please watch it till the end, and it's a must watch video for all my grade 10 elite students. So let's understand the concept of difference quotient first so that we can solve the first question here. So difference quotient is denoted by M and it is, as the name suggests, difference. So if a function is given f of x and you are taking a small change h, then f of x plus h minus fx, this difference divided by h plus x minus x, this quotient, if you take its limit h approaching to 0, what you get is the slope. So this slope denotes the difference quotient. The name difference denotes f of x plus h minus fx, and quotient denotes the division. So this is how you are going to remember it. So when you are going to find, in an exam you get a question, find the slope of tangent to a function. So if the function is given to you, say f of x, and at any point you need to find it. The point is not given, just any point x comma fx, this any arbitrary point, then you are going to use this formula of difference quotient. This will be the long method to find the slope of the tangent. The short method would be just to take its derivative. So if you are not mentioned which method to use, you may use the shortcut method also and just find the first derivative of f prime of x, first derivative, and that will also give you the value of quotient or the slope. So if you find the first derivative, that's the short form, shortcut. And if you have the long method, it is given find the difference quotient by using the concept of slope, and then you have to do it in this method. So let's do question from both the methods one by one. So here I have taken from page 158 question 7 to 16. All of them will be solved using the long method of difference quotient. So here the point is not given to you. So you will take the point as x comma fx, any general point, and you have to find the equation of the slope. So you need to find m of the function. So the function is given to you. For each function you have to do the long method of difference quotient. Let's see the solution and solve it together. So here, as you see, we are using the definition that slope is the limit h approaching to 0, f of x plus h minus fx over h. Here, for the difference quotient, you need to find the slope m for each function. So you are going to take f of x as the given function 4 minus 2x, and f of x plus h means you substitute x plus h in place of x. So it will be 4 minus 2 times x plus h, which when opened gives you this value. So you just substitute the value where there is f of x plus h, simplify, open, and cancel any common factors. So when you do f of x plus h minus fx, what you get is 4 minus 2x minus 2h minus 4 plus 2x. So some term cancels, this and this, this and this, and you are only left with negative 2h in the numerator divided by h in the denominator. H and h cancel, so the limit is minus 2. So the equation of the slope at any point is minus 2. In a similar way, you can do other questions. Now let me solve one question for you and you check your answer from the answer key. Okay, so f of x is x cube. So f of x plus h would be x plus h whole cube. Now we need to find difference quotient. So let's write the formula. The difference of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. So this is the formula. So now I'm going to plug in the value cube minus x cube over x. h. Now to simplify the numerator before taking the limit, we need to use algebra. So algebra gives you a plus b whole cube as a cube plus b cube plus 3ab times a plus b. So if you open it up, the identity is this. Okay, now let's apply the identity. So if a plus b whole square is this, then x plus h whole cube will be x cube plus h cube plus 3x square h plus 3x h square. Let's put that value here. So this limit becomes limit h going to 0, x cube plus h cube plus 3x square h plus 3x h square minus x cube over h. So let's see which term is cancelling. X cube goes with x cube, so you are left with h cube plus this plus this. Now there's an h which is common, so I'm going to take that common out, and we are left with 3h square plus 3xh. Okay, now h and h will khalas, and we'll now substitute the direct substitution of the limit at the point h equal to 0. So when we put h as 0, this is khalas, this is khalas. What is left? Only 3x square. So that's your answer. So the slope m, let me just correct this. So the slope m of the tangent at any point x comma fx to the given function fx equal to this is given by this. And now you can check your answer using shortcut. What is the shortcut? Just do f prime of x. So use power rule, 3 comes down, x to the power square. So it is correct. Our answer from long and short, both methods should come out to be same value. So now you can check your answer. The answer for question 10, for question 11 and question 12 will come out like this. We have used the concept of difference quotient and a little bit of algebra for solving and simplifying. I hope you all got these same answers. In a similar way, for question 13, 14, 15 and 16, answers are given here in the answer key, and you can always check your answer by the shortcut of doing the derivative. So f prime of x is equal to, for this question, power rule, 3 comes down, x reduces by power 2, so minus 6x square, that's correct. Similarly, here also you can do f prime of x, use power rule, 2x, use algebra of limits 2, so 2x plus 2, so your answers are correct. Similarly, check your answer for question 15. Now in question 15, I will give you a trick. So the question was given as 1 over x to the power this. So this is same as x to the power 1 by 2 with a negative power. So when you do dy by dx, just to check the slope using shortcut, negative will come down, x to the power negative 2, negative 1. So what is it coming? X to the power minus 3 by 2. So this can be written as minus 1 by 2 x to the power, or you bring the x down. So I will just correct this. X down means x to the power 3 by 2, which is same as minus 1 by 2 x square to the power this. So if you check your answer, it is same. Last question is question 16. Again, you can check your answer using shortcut. So dy by dx will give you the slope. That means x to the power 1 by 2, you are taking the derivative of x to the power 1 by 2. So power will come down and the power will reduce by 1. So what is the answer? X to the power this. And if you check, yes, that is correct. So we have used power rule here just to check your answer, but you need to do the long method if in case it is asked in your exam. If it is a multiple choice question, I would advise you not to do the long method but use the shortcut. Let's now do some very important question. I'm sure in your ministry exam some question will come from this slide. So here you need to use derivative, means f prime of x or dy by dx, the first derivative, to find critical points. So you may get an exam question, find the critical points or select the critical points, and then you need to find maximum and minimum, these two, for the given function. So let's see how we are going to solve it using derivatives. Here remember, whenever you see the word critical point, take the first derivative and make it equal to 0. From there you get the points of maxima or minima. Maxima means where function is taking maximum value. Minima means where it is taking minimum value. So we'll solve now questions 18 to 26. Very important. So let's solve question number 18. In this question, where you need to use the concept of derivative to find critical points and then to find the maximum and minimum of the function on the interval. So what is the interval given? The interval is given from -5 to 0. The function is given 2x square plus 8x. So first, to find the critical points of the function, we need to find the first derivative and put that first derivative equal to 0. This is an important point that you'll have to remember, that to find the critical points, you put the first derivative equal to 0. So let's find the first derivative. Now here you see power, so we are going to do the power rule. Power rule says the power comes down, 2 will be multiplied with 2 to give you 4. Power reduces by 1, so 4x plus 8. Now 4x plus 8 equal to 0 for finding the critical points. So the critical point for the function is x equal to -2. Now we need to evaluate the function at the endpoints of the interval and at the critical point and need to find the value. So first the endpoint is -5, the second endpoint is 0. So at -5 the value of the given function got by substitution. So substitution means you are substituting wherever there is x, the value -5, you get +10. Wherever there is the critical point -2, you get the value negative. When the value of the interval is at 0, last endpoint, you get 0. So if you see which one is maximum, maximum value here is number 10, positive. So the maximum value is 10, the minimum value is -8. The critical point occurs at -2, and at -2 the y value is -8. So this is going to be the final answer. Let's do some more questions. Question is question 19. Here the function is given to be in terms of variable m instead of x. The interval is also given. So first we need to find critical point. So we find the derivative with respect to m. So g prime of m is power rule, 3m square minus 4. Put that equal to 0 to get critical point. When you do that, your critical points come out to be plus minus 2 square root of 3 by 3. Now the critical points, you have one positive, one negative, and at the end points x is -3, x is 3. So at these 4 points you calculate the value. The value comes out to be -5, 13.05, 6.92 and 25. So which one is maximum? Maximum is 25, occurring at the point x equal to 3. Minimum is -5, occurring at the point -3, and the critical points are these 2 points. So in a similar way you have solved this question. Let's look at the answer key for question 20 to 26. By now you know the steps well. First, to get critical points, you put first derivative 0. From there you get the points. Here there are 3 points, 0, 0, then the endpoint 1, endpoint 4, because the interval is 1 to 4. You calculate the maximum value, which is 350, the minimum value, which is -2. So here they have given a wrong answer. Minimum is going to be -2, which is occurring at 0 point, and the critical point here comes out to be 0, -2. Similarly, question 21, you can see the answer key, and for question 22 to 26, now I will show you the answer key in the next slide. So this is how the answer key looks like for question 22, 23, and now we'll see for 24 and 25. As you see, for all these questions, the steps are same, just the numbers are different. So let's look at question 24. Here the variable is k. So when you are differentiating, you differentiate with respect to variable k. Apply power rule. It comes out to be this. Put that equal to 0. Do the factorization and the root comes out to be 1. It's a double root. As you see, the power is 2. So k equal to 1, k equal to 1 2 times. The endpoints are 0 and 3. So you calculate z at 0, z at 1, z at 3. One is this value, this value, this value. So maximum is 9, minimum is 0, and the critical point is 1, 1. Similarly, question 25 and 26 is to be solved. Same steps we are following for each question. The only thing which is changing is numbers. So for question 26, the variable is n, interval is -5 to 5. First you calculate the derivative with respect to n, put that equal to 0, do the factorization. When you do that, factors are n plus 3 and minus 2. So the two critical points are -3 and 2. Calculate at the interval -5. Calculate at the critical points and this. The maximum value, if you see here, out of all the options is 215. So 215 is the maximum value which is coming at the critical point, and then you have minimum value 0.67. The value at the critical point is this, so that's your answer. Next questions are question 50 to 54 taken from your math book on page 169. These are quite similar questions to the kind of questions we have done also for 30 days of calculus. So here you are given the function value, you are given the point, you need to find the equation of the line of tangent at the given point. So remember, y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. That's the equation. Now x1, y1, the value will be given to you. So you can put that value, and the only thing you need is the slope of tangent. So for slope of tangent, now we are going to use the shortcut or the formula, which is f prime of x. So we find the derivative. What is the derivative of this? Let's apply power rule, x to the power 1 plus 2, so 6x plus 2, and we apply this slope at the point x equal to 1, y equal to minus 2. So 6 times plus 1 plus 2, this is 8. So what is the equation? Let's find out our answer for this question and others as well. Okay, so we had solved till this step. Now we get y plus 2 is equal to 8 times x minus 1. Simplify and the equation of the tangent line comes out to be this. Now one additional thing that is asked in the question is the graph. So you draw the graph of the function fx, it will come out to be a parabola, and then to this parabola at the point 1 comma minus 2 you have to draw the tangent. So this is the point and this is the tangent line, y equal to 8x minus 10. So the only step extra here in this question is the graph. So do the similar process for this question. Find the derivative, find the slope of the derivative at the point given, use the point slope form, substitute the point and the slope, get your equation of tangent line and draw the graph of parabola along with the tangent line. So this completes question 50 and 51. Similarly, here now I have provided you the answer key for 52 and 53. So you do the slope at the point, use the point slope form, put all the variables in the equation, graph the parabola and the tangent. In a similar way, you get your answers for the answer key of 52, 53 and 54 like this. Solve the question and check your answers. Okay, now I'm providing a link to my previous video. This was the part 1 of end of term coverage for calculus grade 10 elite revision, which I had made for you. The link I will provide in the description box. Now before you proceed, must watch this video because we'll be covering questions from this video, and we had already solved the questions. Now we are just going to look at the final answers because many of my students were requesting me for the answer key. So now I'm sharing for question 5 to 10 on page 182, the final answers. We've already solved these questions in great detail in the video whose link I have provided. So do watch those videos, and now let's see the final answer. So final answer for question 5a part is this. Final answer for question 5b part is this. For 6 question part A, the final answer is this. And for B part, the final answer is this. Similarly, for 7A part, the final answer is this on simplification, and B part, the final answer is this. For 8th question A part, final answer is this. And for B part, final answer is this. If you want to know in great detail the steps, they are also shown here and in the video which I've just shown to you. So do watch that, and let's check answers now for question 9. Question 9A part, the final answer is going to be this from the answer key. B part, final answer is going to be this. 10A part, final answer is this, and B part, final answer is this. This is your answer key. I hope you've checked your answers and you have watched the video which I've referred to you before this. Again, for the questions 31 to 47 that you see here, they are already solved in the video previously, just giving you the final answers. So do watch that video, which I'm going to now put in the link of the description box, and then come over to the final answers from the answer key in this video to check your answers. So now I'm going to provide you an answer key for some of the questions on derivatives, which we've already covered in the following video. I'll put the link in the description box. Do watch this video before continuing further so that you get better understanding. So in this video, I had solved some questions on derivatives of exponential, logarithmic, and trigonometric functions, which was point 22 in the end of term coverage, page 183 questions. So some of my subscribers, students were requesting me for the answer key. So now I have made the answer key. So you can check for questions 31 to 47 from the answer key, the answers, final answers I'm going to highlight. So f prime of x is this for the first question, for the second question this, for the third question the final answer is this, for the fourth question the final answer is this, for the fifth question the final answer is this. So check your answer. The steps how you are getting to this answer are already explained in the video whose link I have just shared with you. So I'm just now showing you the final answers from the answer key that you had requested for. So watch the video and you will get all your answers for these questions there. So the final answer here is 0, the final answer here is this value, the final answer here is this, and the final answer here is this value. So this covers questions on page 183, number 1 to 13. Let's see more questions. Now I'm giving you the answer key for question 14, question 15, question 16, and question 47. So that brings us to the end of today's video. If you've liked the video, found it useful, give it a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to keep notified of upcoming videos. Until then, this is Ms. Ruchika signing off from today's session. See you in my next video. Bye students.